Alrighty, boys. FPS is looking solid. Yep, looking solid at 60. I like that. Alright. Hello, people. I'm just gonna, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to do here. Oh, can't write thanks for watching. Well, thanks for watch. Right, I forget I'm not streaming and don't have a webcam. I'm doing a thumbs up. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna explain what cutting is and how to do it efficiently. So we're gonna pick Sarge, and because Sarge is blocked, it never remembers my blocks, and I'm sad. There's ways around it, but it doesn't work in custom games, and sadness. But whatever, let's just get the thing set up and have my OP Sarge outfitted here. And we are going into Teeny Tiny because I forgot to change to the correct map. That is typical. Doesn't matter too much though. I mean, I can do it in this map. Cube Code would be more ideal to show it off, but I can show it in this map. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna teach you guys how to do cutting. Cutting is basically earning more money for your team by cutting specific things. So oh, shut up, watch, please. Please. Yes, I know you need to. Yeah, okay, thanks. So, for example, I would, if I started out in a normal match with friends, I would place a block right here to connect these two buildings. Take out the bottom blocks and all of this, and all these ones, and take out the bottom blocks in this entire big building here, and I'd earn a bunch of money for my team. That's a very simple one, and it's a good expense. The reason I connect this is because you have to earn above 500 to actually gain the advantage for the entire team, and this building is not big enough to do that. So by connecting it with something that's big enough, I'm gonna get the money for this for the entire team instead of only myself. So that's why we're connecting at. But that's how I start out in this map. Then this map is slightly difficult to get any efficient cutting on, but I'll probably get started right about here. That's where I get started usually. And I cut up like this, cut out that one, and we cut in here. Now you might be wondering why you're cutting here, like how do you gain money here? And let's start out by making this trench. I'm gonna cut for a moment here. Alright guys, I'm finished cutting, and I'm not finished cutting, but I'm finished showing off like the area I'm gonna cut. So when I cut here, this area, this entire piece of land will fall off. Usually, instead of going down there, I'd keep going this way to make this part fall off too, along with it, to earn more money. I'm not gonna do that now because it's just more work, and I just want to show this off to you guys. But I would go that way to gain money. Here's the thing, right? So if you cut something off, as I can show you guys, right? Let's say we put these like that, right? We take the bottom one, they fall down. If you earn, I get a bunch of money, bam. If you earn above 500 doing that, if you're above 500, you'll gain, the entire team will gain that amount of money instead of only you. So you'll gain a lot of advantage by that. You'll get five times as much as you would otherwise. But the hard part is finding things to cut. And the thing that I've figured out is that the texture down here, you see the water down here, or below it is sand. This is a texture, not a block. It's not actually an anchor. So if we cut like this down to the sand level down here, all the way in this entire crevice that I made to show you guys what we're gonna cut, this piece of land will actually fall off and give us a bunch of money. And I'm gonna do that right now to show you guys how that is gonna work. Alright guys, so we're done, and if you look at the time compared to what the time was before, you'd see that it didn't take too long for one person. I didn't actually see what the time was, but I assume it did not take too long. So imagine you were 3 to 5 people working on this. That'd be really great. That's my friend asking if I'm streaming. I'm not. I'm making videos. Usually I only play this while I'm streaming so I don't burn out. But right now I'm making the video. So now we're gonna cut this last part, and you'll see this entire thing fall right off. Let me just put a part there so we can like actually look at it when it falls. And look at the money at the screen that's gonna pop up. Bam, all gone. 1,178 bricks, and everyone on the team is gonna get that amount. Just boom, pid for everyone. Still can't see my hand movements, but you get the idea. And we could cut the front here too, so it's not connected to this part, and then cut the entire front in front of the cube off. I could cut like bigger parts off here, cut this entire piece of land, or I could cut the side over here. Could do a bunch of things. And this map is not too much, but I'd cut the building up there, as I said, along with the bit of mountain there. Basically, you just see if I can land on those. Oh, right, I can get in there. Always forget that because I can't do it on in the opponent's base, and I'm an aggressive player. So you take out these, and it's connected with that. And you just go in here. You just start digging like this until you've cleared everything. Assuming you have a team of coordinated players, or you can get people on your team to help out, and you'll get a bunch of money. Plus, you'll remove like people setting spawn points on top of these things, and snipers shooting down on you, things like that. Rocket spam, all that good annoying stuff. Removed, very nice. Removing the front can be very, very advantageous too, because it makes for a hard approach, but it can fuck you up really bad if the opponent has like rocket spam, so watch out doing it. We're gonna switch your route to another map where I can show this off a little better and show off some other mechanics. Alright, boys, welcome to Cube Cove. Cube Cove is a very, very broken map for gaining lots of money very, very fast. So there's a very obvious cut right here. You go direct line right here. Of course, you need to dig all the way down, as we just explained, to the sand level at the bottom, 3 blocks down under the water. But you cut all the way out here, and you like keep cutting down, all that good stuff. And you cut this way, taking out only this part of the bridge, as little as possible, only what you have to take out right here. Of course, before you actually finish taking out this entire thing, you want to go over here and take out the block that is on the line of sand here. If you do it out here, it's too big. If you do it, if you do it here, it's actually too big. It won't budge because you have it above 2,000. I'm going to show that off to you guys. So we're going to cut it all the way out here, like crazy fools. So let's cut it all the way out here, right? Bam, it's cut. The reason we're cutting it, by the way, is because there's metal blocks inside that ship, so this bridge doesn't actually fall off, and the ship doesn't. So we have to cut it there. Make sure it's not connected to the metal blocks in the ship that we cannot reach and cannot dislodge. So we dislodge it right there, which is fine because we're going to hit the limit. So it's completely fine. All right. Let's I'm gonna spend some time cutting this. I'll be back just a moment. Alright guys, so we're nearing the end here. It is right here when we're done with this column. Oh, actually no. This specific block, let's see what happens. Boom. Everything gone. Apparently it worked when I cut here, and we didn't actually hit the limit, so that's interesting. Usually you hit the limit if you cut it there. I wonder if it does something different in these games. I'll show off the limit somewhere else, it's fine. But yeah, you cut it by taking that part and that part over there, as I said. After you've done that, you move on over here, and you look for this bank right here. So when you dig away this bank, you won't immediately notice something, but when you go one deeper, you'll notice some metal blocks here. Metal blocks count as anchors, so you need to dislodge whatever you're trying to cut from anchors. The reason there's metal blocks here is this is the forward spawn for us, for a team. If we take out the first cube, the one up here, we get a forward spawn, and we can start spawning here. So that's why there is a metal block. That's why there is an anchor. So the easiest one here that'll actually give a really nice, decent amount of money is to just cut straight like this, all the way over to the water on this side. I usually go for, it's theoretically just stop here, but I usually cut this one just, you know, in case or something. I don't know. And then you just dig this one down all the way over here. And this will, interestingly enough, actually cut some stuff on the other side of the barrier, because these are not actually connected to a block, so you can get some stuff on the other side of the barrier doing this as well, which is a nice advantage too. So I'm going to cut the rest of this one so you guys can see it. Alright, so it's time to cut off this island, where we will get some on the other side there. We'll give a decent, I think it's 1.87, something like that, 1.1. 1.384, damn, I remember wrong completely. Alright, whatever, it's fine. So that's cut off. You can see we're hitting the 10,000. Of course, this is taking longer than usual, and I have extra prepare base time set up so that we can see the barrier. And you wouldn't quite be hitting 10,000 at this point, but you'd be very close, and you'd be still actually have about 3 to 2 minutes left if your team is coordinated. Taking instructions, like being able to take instructions, is actually good enough. As long as as long as they understand, you make like a crevice, you know, you take out like a thing like this, and they just dig it down. So you guide them by doing that. That's what I do on my stream. Let's jump into the water here. So now you can do another cut after you've done this. This one takes a little more time. You look for, I think it's right about here. Am I right? Oh, it's here. Yeah, okay. So the railing or whatever here is right where you cut, and you can cut right down alongside the metal again and let the metal cube just live its life, and you can cut alongside that. We're just going to continue watching this metal cube just for a little while, and we're going to dig deep, and that's where it stops. So then I just cut like a railing kind of like this in this style, because this means like people can very easily follow it. What I usually do is I go to about here, I think, and then I cut this way. And one of my friends has usually already made a giant deep cut through here. But what I'd do is I'd then cut, in case he hadn't. I would start cutting like this part. So we cut out a piece of land here, and after we're done with that, the reason we cut it like this is, one, because we just avoid that metal block. The metal block's annoying, so let's just avoid it completely, right? That makes sense. We don't like metal block, let's avoid it. So we cut this piece of land. The other advantage we gain from cutting this piece of land, let me just finish the very obvious line so I can better talk about it, because you guys can see what's happening. We cut this piece of land off all the way down to the bottom, and right after you've done that, you can cut from here over here. If you want to cut the front part of the spawn, you can take out that, and you can use this this cutting here to cut all the way through here to take out the behind the spawn. You can actually take out the entire area if you're really fast, and it can be quite efficient. But taking out the front too, and you can end up with a good 12,000 on this map, which is an amazing amount, like a crazy amount of money. It's pretty ridiculous to have that amount of money. Here I would go down here just because that would get cut along with the rest, and that earn more money for the team, and it's also faster. So that's what I'd do right here. Yeah, I'm gonna skip forward once more. Alright guys, so we're done digging. I left a few blocks so you guys can see when it falls. I did a slight wrong digging over here. So let's take out that. So what I did I just decided to do both because I don't have much to talk about for those. For now, for the last part, I'm just going to show you where I think is the most efficient cuts as of right now. And I just noticed that I did not... I did not cut the front here, and since the time is over, I can't see where the part that I have to cut is. I'm gonna cut it here because that's easier. I'm lazy. Usually, you'd have to cut a bigger piece at the front to actually get this to fall off, because it's connected to the bridge, which is connected to the other landmass over there. So yeah, also there's some like metal on the bridge and stuff. But yeah, you can cut off this front, and of course here you could like try maybe you could go into the side here if you wanted to cut out even more. By the way, there's metal blocks right here, so I ducked this one out to show. So you have to get 3 out, but you could maybe go in. I wonder if the metal blocks are okay. So you have to go 3 out here too. Okay, so you could dig in like here if you want it, and then make it bigger. Of course, I'm gonna get slightly more money because I cut it further out over here. But looking at the money amount, I'm pretty sure you could like dig it in for a while here, and the problem maybe go like a bit over here or something. I haven't actually tested that, but I'm pretty sure you'd be able to. Let's cut these things off. That did not work. Was it? Is it too big? It's interesting. Is it too big because I cut it out here instead of like here or something? Let's try cutting it here real quick. Just a moment. Alright, so nearing the end of this little digging part, and of course the part to the left here is going to fall off now because I removed the part connected to the bridge. As you see, I'm not getting a big number in the screen because we're not above 500. If you looked down here by my money, by my 23,000, crazy dude, you would have seen me get a bunch of extra money because I broke the last block, but my team would not have gotten it because it didn't pop up on the screen and it wasn't 500. The reason I placed the block here earlier, as you just saw, is because if I did not do this and I cut this part, there would be 2 loose parts that could both be small enough to disappear. But this one would not disappear because only one part can disappear and the other one is smaller. So the smaller one usually is the one that disappears. I've seen exceptions, but generally speaking, the smaller one is the one that disappears. So I connected this so that I can unconnect it now and make this disappear. So we're going to do that right now. No. Did I forget a part? Oh, dude. Dude, this is fucking connected to the... It's connected to this one. It's because I'm a complete moron. Oh my god. It's because it's connected. I guess I could probably cut it like here maybe, but it might be too big. I haven't tested that thoroughly. So to encounter no more quarrels, let's just cut it here. God, fucking dirt face, dude. I'm an idiot. It's actually connected to the damn metal block over there. It was anchored all along. Oh my god. It's so bad. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's all good. We'll just get the last bunch of blocks right here. And you'll see it fall right off. No. Alright, because I connected it. Right. So we take the connection block here. The connection block wasn't necessary in this case because it was connected to here, but as you can see, we could have gotten more money from that. We could have connected some things to it and gotten more money, but it worked out. We completely removed that piece. We're gonna remove the piece to the right of us here. No. Why is that too big? Did I make it bigger than I usually do? I guess I might have made it bigger than I usually do. Interesting. Well, maybe this will serve as a good showcase for the system that it works on. So let's jump right up here. Let's place a bomb just to make it smaller in a faster fashion. Come on, my little TNT barrel, get on that spot. Yeah, baby. And we're just gonna step back and watch the chaoticness of the bomb placed in the middle of lots of weak blocks. It's pretty powerful. It can take out a lot of stuff if you can dig it in a little bit and place it. It'll do a pretty big hole, as you can see. So let's remove the connector block here, and this might be small enough now. Yes, that was small enough. 1,232. That's not consistent. It does seem there are some inconsistencies for sure. Generally speaking, about 2,000, actually looks more like 1,900 to me, is the limit. But there are some inconsistencies, and right now we're experiencing a lot of them, so that's interesting. But yeah, so these are the cuts. I've never actually had problems with cutting this part before. So that's as I said, it's always interesting. You'll have this this one pretty isolated. It's kind of like an island. You can cut off some more if you want to, and all that good stuff. But yeah, obviously you'd have some defenses here. You maybe build like a wall here or something, and get some turrets up and all that good stuff. And as soon as water starts to slow people down in the next patch, it's going to be a very good defense. But yes, this is the general idea of this map. Now that we have 25,000, I think it's about time we surrender, because we can't win this match, obviously. And since we are surrendering, we should go out in style with our golden landmines here. And get some landmines on the spot. Just nice and easy, nothing too big. And blow ourselves up with the right timing, right? That seems like a good way to go. Good way to go. So let's blow. What? That didn't kill me? Oh my god. Why are you so scrubbed, sir? You're supposed to die, man. God. Please. Alright, let's go for the next map here. As it turns out, you can actually still do the fix. You see how my blocks are not here? This is only a thing on Sarge, by the way. The fix is to switch to another character and switch back, and it actually does also work in custom. It's just separate working from normal play and custom. So, but just you switch back and forth and it'll load your blocks and other stuff. So that's nice. Just figured I should tell you guys that. Also for the mods, oh no, not the mods, the devs. Because I have a few bug reports and stuff like that I want to show off to the devs in my stream. But this map is very optimized by me. It's my best map. So what you do is you just get right out here as a Sarge or any other character that don't need a shit ton of blocks. So you shouldn't be Tony or like wise players. If you are one of those, get someone from your team to do this. If you can't do that, it's still worth it, but you like not to though. And you just take these out. All of them will give you. This one will give you 609. This one of them will give you some 500, and another one will give you something like that too. So it's about 1.8k of money for everyone on your entire team, which is about 9,000 extra money for your team just by taking out these pillars, which takes about 2 minutes. I put the base thing on like 60 seconds, by the way. So you can probably see that from when I started, but yeah, I put it on not a lot because this map is pretty fast. And here you'll recall. Recall takes just as long time as respawning does. Recalling saves your KD slightly, but you won't get your ammo back and you won't get your health back. Well, we're recalling here because, hey, why not save a KD since we're gonna have a chance to suicide later anyways. Gonna run right over here up to the front where there's another one of these pillars, and we're gonna jump right on down and not be a scrub. Please don't be scrubbed. Don't be scrubbed. Oh my god, dude. Sometimes I just fall right into the lava on this one, and I just face palm, and my entire stream goes, whoa, fucking noob. Great flight, mate. I rate 8-8 and stuff, you know. Things like that. So that didn't happen. Pretty happy about that. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. So here we're gonna suicide because we get full health. Yay! It's better to suicide than recall. That would be nice if that changed, in my opinion. But hey, maybe this the advantage of having a good KD matters for some people. It shouldn't, but maybe. Now that we're done here, we're gonna go right up on these boxes here, and we're gonna pass over this bridge, go up the stairs, up on the box here, up in this box, do a sprint jump over here, and run up these stairs. This is the easy way up, and not the cube here, because this cube will be partially in the force field, so you can't finish it. We go, not cube, dome. We go over to this dome, and we cut down this entire dome. and this gives you a bunch of money. It's a very efficient start. It's very fast. You can actually do this start alone on the normal start time. Nobody has to help you to actually finish doing this, and you are helping out yourself and the entire team in doing it. So it's pretty big, and if you can get some friends to help you out, and they can like dig and stuff, like a Tony that's digging efficiently from the start, not doing these things, will have about 10,000, 12,000, 8,000. I don't actually remember for this map. I think it's about 10,000 to place turrets with, and that is huge. Your cogwheel could have 9, 10 artillery or a bunch of fucking spawners on the enemy team. As you can see, me, the Sards, the guy that needs to rush over and get the spawns up and going, has 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. 7,000 is probably what I have usually. Probably around 6 actually. It's pretty damn amazing. It's really good. But yeah, I'm gonna skip forward here. Alright, so now that we've dug out this entire under thing of this dome, we're just gonna dig out these two right here, and boom, and more money for the team. And now we're at about 2,500 extra for each person, which would be about 15,000 extra for the entirety of the team. It's pretty amazing, pretty damn amazing. Oh, that's wrong actually. That'd be 1,250. No. 12,500 is what I wanted to say. Please, me. And we're pretty much done with the cutting part of this map now. I want to show you, as an extra Easter egg for how to play this map, I'm going to show you guys my route. What I do is I run here. You run up here. You just ignore all enemies. Just sprint across this very fast. Get over this gap. Run up the side here. That is a mistake. Let me go back just to show you how that's supposed to be done. Even though I fucked it up. I usually don't fuck that up. Of course, right now when I'm recording, I will fuck it up. But let's just run back here real quick. You know what? Maybe let me just. No, that's too much editing. Too much editing. So you come running from here, right? Just look up. Please. 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 Why? What am I? Sometimes, man. Sometimes in life, we become sad. We just gotta deal with it. Alright, got up. And we're gonna get over here. Alright, so you come running from here, right? Let's not be scrubbed real quick here. Jump over here. You jump up this part. You jump over here, you get over here, you place one block right there, you use your sprint jumps to get up there, you go along the side, run right up here, you get up the side here, and you place your spawn here. And this is your first spawn point down, and this is the spawn point for attacking their first point. And instead of going around, usually I'd immediately run further here, but I'm going to show you why this point is important. So you spawn here, you just go to the side, you walk, or you run right over here, and boom, now you are attacking down on the enemy cube. And at the same time, your spawn is kind of hidden, kind of protected. People probably won't find it. So really good spawn point right there. Now you immediately usually run over, just fall down. You Sarge, you'll heal up. It doesn't matter. Fuck fall damage. We're just gonna keep running here. You run right around here. I usually just go up because people don't check and place a spawn point here. But if you think for some reason that that they're gonna find it, you can place one down below, slightly more hidden. Don't spend too much time digging. It takes too much time. But you could like run over here and maybe do a little entrance like this or something, and then place a spawn point here, right? Slightly more hidden, or you could do it under some leaves or something, or maybe just behind a pillar is good enough. Maybe that's just good enough in itself. Like place it here. But yeah, this is kind of like the safety one, and also for attacking the last point, obviously. But it's mostly just a safety one in case the other ones gets destroyed. You still have one. After you do that, you run back this way, and usually you're completely fine just running like this right over the bridge. Usually nobody sees you. You can get a bit unlucky. You just place one right here because nobody ever comes back here. And so the spawn point usually never gets found. So bam, we got a spawn point right here. The spawn point is perfect for attacking the second cube. It can be used for attacking the first cube too. Not as good as the point up there, because you can jump down on there, and you can shoot down on, you can jump down from there. It's pretty much better, but you can run in from in there too. And now you got multiple attack points in this one. You got an attack point in the second and the last cube. And now you're ready to attack, and that's really efficient. So that's pretty much how you do this map. Let's go to the next one. Might I add, that is how you do that map as Sarge, specifically, and not as other people. You still to take out the same things, but the running thing that I did is only possible with Sarge. You can do it with Cogwheel, but it's slightly more tricky because he's slower. But it's also, well, slower because Cogwheel is slow as fuck, so it's not nearly as good, but yeah. Alright, boys, so we're here in Wilson's Bay, and Wilson's Bay is slightly different from the other maps in terms of how the cutting works. And we're here as a ninja because of a very specific reason as for how this cutting will work. Let me just show you guys where I usually cut. Usually I cut right here because it's you don't have to get around all the bullshit there. So just a nice cut, and then I usually just go along the side here. Like not digging. I could dig some to the left, I suppose, but instead I'm gonna dig a very long one and take out more off the side and make it more difficult for my enemy to you know. All right, this is where the metal starts. So here you just go left. Right, I mean, and make it more difficult for them to approach by making a bigger flat surface area that's hard to get up on. It's not that hard. You just place some blocks, but hey, you know. You could place an overhang if you really wanted to make it hard, I suppose. I've never actually tried that out. But should probably do that. But yeah, I'm gonna. You guys see the trench here. I'm gonna dig it out real quick. All right, guys. So we're here at the end. Last block to take out. Boom, down. Nice. But you're gonna notice, like, why is this not falling off? Senpai asks, what am I doing wrong? Your tactic's not working. Are you scrub? Are you noob? No, I'm not. Well, maybe I am scrub and noob. I don't know. So I suppose that's possible. But what's wrong is that Wilson's Bay is different from every other map in the cutting part, and that is that there's a fourth block down to the sand texture for some reason. I have no idea why. I guess I should have asked Canadian Ben at some point. I'm gonna do that soon, I suppose. But hey, that's how it is. Deal with it. There's a few ways to take out the last block. I know that this way is going to be removed in the next patch, but you can still do it with rocket launchers. Some types of guns are alright at doing it. A sniper can take out these blocks in two. But the most efficient way is to teleport down there. That's the ninja. Just take them out. Watch out though, because you could drown. So notice your health. Notice if you start taking damage, get up immediately. But get down there, take it out. Nice and easy, ask the ninja. No worries, no nothing. Just teleport, really easy. We should probably start getting up here. Yeah. And should be just about done. I think we don't have any more. Okay, yeah, so we'll, bam. Money. So yes, Wilson's Bay, slightly more awkward just because of this fact. But you can take out the side there. You can take out the front too if you wanna. You're gonna have to cut some here at the front though. It's kind of awkward, but we usually do it. I haven't experimented with taking out like the hills on the side here, but I haven't too much, so I can't tell you guys much about that because I have not experimented enough with it. But yes, you can cut through like this part, I think it is, and cut off the front too. As long as you get the bottom part there with like a ninja, a Sarge rocket launcher, the bomb from the COG. I did a 5-man sniper team where all the snipers went around and you know, shot the block like this, and that worked quite well too. And it took longer with the snipers obviously, but it works. If you have one ninja on your team, just put him on bottom block duty immediately, and just go around getting those blocks down there. Watch out, you don't want to run out of teleports with this one. Get them back from an ammo station, or if you don't have a guy with an ammo station, just stay down there and die from the water on the when you don't have any more teleports, and then you will get them when you respawn. So that's how to do that. So yeah, this map, very different for some reason. Good luck on that. And we're going to proceed to the last map, the map that I hate. Actually, I'm not going to show off the last map. Last map is Heroes Playground. It sucks. In my opinion, I hate it. It's, God, man, no cutting strats. The only one thing I usually do is I make a big trench at the front. And that's it. You guys should be able to do that, right? So I'm not going to show that off, actually. Also, developers, please change how this guy works. Because everyone else, you hold shift, you're able to jump up double blocks. You can't. Look, it's not working because I'm holding shift and space to jump up like you should do with anyone else. But instead, I'm crawling up with shift and jumping off with space at the same time, so I get nowhere. It's really annoying, and it's totally out of comfort zone that it works differently from everyone else, and I'd really enjoy it if you guys could make it work the same. Or make him just auto climb after he's jumped up a while or something. I don't know, but it would just be because he's slower at getting up things. He's actually slower at getting up things. So let's say I find like a too high wall, too high wall. Let's make one. Bam. I don't want to jump up it. He actually starts crawling, which is slower, and I don't have the same speed anymore, which really sucks. And so I like to be able to keep my speed as I'm supposed to be fast as this class to move around quickly, you know. And the climbing is good. It's very efficient for some stuff, but if it slows me down, then I start having second thoughts on using it. You know what I mean? So can we fix that? Maybe that'd be fix. I don't know if it might be intentional, but I think it's really annoying. It's annoying me a lot. So a look on that would be nice. Very nice. If I forgot anything in this video, Canadian Ben, or for you developer guys, things that you wanted me to show, tell me, and I'll make a quick video just for you guys. But I think I got most of it. And I showed people how to cut, how to get a lot of money, how to win games. If you guys like this, I'm going to make some strategy guys on how to play the different classes and set up traps. Tell me if you like it, if you want me to make that. And hope you guys start cutting, enjoying, and playing the game a little bit more efficiently and have some fun. And remember guys, I stream every day, 6 hours at least. Well, plus minus 2, usually plus 2 or even more than that. But about 6 hours usually every day. So come by my stream, have some fun, play with me. I almost always play with viewers unless I'm like, I don't know, unless ranked comes out and we'll start playing some ranked. So make sure to drop by for that, and yeah, have some fun guys. Come have fun with me in the stream. It'd be awesome. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Have a good day.